Hello, we're back. Today we're going to look at the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I fell in love with this angel. Look at her. So this is Temperance. She's gorgeous. This is another Lo Scarabeo deck. Came in this simple little tuck box. And I'm sure you can see from the art in the front why I fell in love so quickly. Keep the good stuff for the end. Little white book. So it's got multiple languages in it, and it's very short, sweet, to the point. Let's see. These are the backs. I love that they put the extra thought into the backs of these cards because they're really, really pretty. Not thin like some, but not as, like, it's not like cardstock either. Quite a bit taller. Tiny bit wider than a standard, like a poker card. This is from my standard Rider-Waite. And it's just a little bit thinner, as you can see. And the paper quality is a little bit thinner too. Okay, so let us look. Look at that. He's just stunning. Now this is another one where there's no titles on the bottom, so you kind of need to know who is doing what, but it does get easier the more familiar with tarot that you become. I really like the way that they incorporated the borders. Like the borders are part of the art, and I love that. I like to have a little bit of white sometimes because if the very edge gets dinged, my art is still safe. I wonder what, oh, it's like little sunbursts or whatever. Here's the Magician. Oh, I like that he's got like a few different types of flowers on the bottom. Usually I see it as kind of just like, you can't really see what flowers they're supposed to be. Ooh. Oh, sorry, my camera. There we go. Thank you. Oh, look. I like that you can see like a little roll because she's like leaning forward. That's a nice addition. And we see that fertility element in the wheat. Emperor, looking very stern. Hierophant. Love the Pope hat on him. So these are the lovers. I like that, you know, we've got the tree of knowledge over here. This angel, even though the colors are severe, it doesn't look too judgmental as some other decks I have. Chariot. I'm going to have to start blurring some of my cards, aren't I? Strength. Just, I love the Art Nouveau style. I love the inclusion of the gold on every single card. Like if I could draw like anything, if I had the time and the patience, this is how I would choose to be able to draw. Oh, look at that hermit. Oh, I love that. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. And Justice. She looks so powerful. I love that. Oops. The Hanged One. I'm trying to see It's weird because it looks like, oh, those are branches going away. The way, because there's no definition in the tree itself, this kind of looked like roots. Look at that death card. It's more frightening than some. And he's still asking for, you know, some grace. That's intense. Okay. Here, this tends to be my favorite card of any deck right here. Temperance. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the... I wonder what kind of flower that is. Like, who's the artist? Julia Massaglia. I probably did not do a good job. I apologize. Look at him. I love that. Wow. So, I'm loving this. Sometimes you can only go through a few cards and you know how much or how little maybe that you'll enjoy a deck. Here's Judgment. I love this. All coming out. Look, I think, don't quote me, but they kind of look like lilies. Just so pretty. So much thought even just put into the flowers and stuff. Focus, please. Thank you. So I've mentioned before, just a second. That's better. I've mentioned before sometimes this guy tends to look like he's hoarding, but this one doesn't. He has a much more gentle energy. I prefer that for this card. I should really look up. Like, when the art is different, it feels like it gives me a different read. So I like to consult the book with each individual deck to see what the artist was trying to convey. Wow. It's intense. And this is another one of those ones where the attitude of this fella gives a very different feeling. Like this one, he kind of looks like he's above it. He doesn't look like he's genuinely caring. I don't know, like I know he's supposed to be about justice, but there's something about him that seems distant somehow. Here we go, working hard. Enjoying his crop. Artist hard at work. My favorite rendition of this card is actually from the Modern Witch Tarot, and it has like this artist at like a drawing tablet, a Cintiq. Oh, look at her dress and the bird. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, very nice. Oops. Ooh, this little one looks severe. So none of them have titles, and a lot of these little decks, instead of saying like the page, it will have like this little helmet situation, and then the knights have the horse. There he is. And then the queen and king, they'll have a little crown, and the crowns will look a little different. Luckily with the king and queen, with these very heteronormative decks, not just heteronormative, but like gender stuck. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but like those opposites. I don't want to, they're not opposites, but hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. Because like when you do this, sometimes the age doesn't come across, because like most of these decks, it's mostly male, right? So I like the addition of the horse, and I like my pages to look younger. I always get excited by decks where some of the pages and or knights are actually women. And I like it when the king does not look, terrifying. Like he's gonna hurt everybody, It's pretty. I like the rendition of this planet. It's like almost gold. Oh, I wonder what... See, like these look like plants I would actually see outside because the artist actually put the work into it. There's a celebratory feel right there. I love it. You can see the action. The hair is moving. People are falling. This card can look stiff sometimes, and that's not on the artist. Portraying action in a shot like this is extremely difficult. So, good job. Look at that. He's coming in from victory. So that's another reason why these numbers and the little symbols are important, because if you're just glancing, that could just be a knight. 7. Just showing off the gold a little bit more. The gold seems pretty sturdy, like it doesn't scratch, which is nice because sometimes I get a little precious with these really pretty decks. I almost don't want to use them because I don't want to mess up the gold. So here's a page, and see, this is what I mean. Like, does this not look like a man as opposed to a young person? Like, so this is very knightly. And we've got this gorgeous queen that's just power but kindness. And then, like, ew. He just looks like he's too good for the rest of us. Or he thinks he's too good for the rest of us. Maybe, oh, is that like a cape over his head? I'm not sure what's happening there, but... Oh, I wonder what those plants are. Like, when they add little things like this, it really makes me wonder about the significance. But the plants kind of get lost in this really intense backdrop here. Very nice. See, like this one does not do it, but there's no intense. Not that that's intense, but you know what I mean? Like the lines all get kind of muddled. There we go. I love what they did with the clouds. There he is, Buddy in the Crypt. Well, they put a lot of thought into what was going on in the stained glass. This looks like he's victorious, doesn't it? Like he doesn't even mind that he's left with all the work. They're taken off and he's like, this is fine. I've got it. No, he's boating 2 people. I need to do something about my camera. It does not like to focus. Oh, look at that. And he's sneaking. I don't usually see this as like a sneaky card. Oh. She usually looks neutral. Not here, though. There's like something troubling about it. There we go. I love when they do a good job with the 9 of Swords, because it's about that internal brain. You know, those nights that you're up super late with all your thoughts and things you haven't done. Oh, look. They incorporated the clouds as the gold. That's clever. Okay, so he could be younger. Maybe if they just softened the features a little bit. Oh, look at that. That is excellent. Like you can almost feel the wind in your face. That's a good job. I like her. I usually tend to like the queens. They don't give off the same feel Now he's pretty cool. I don't mind him. Oh, I like the butterfly. I think it's butterfly. Yeah, the butterfly motif in the back. Oh, they kind of look like they're in love. Wow. Now this is a celebration. Look at that. And we've got the grapes again. Maybe the grapes are there more often than I've realized before. See, that's the benefit of like looking through and really picking out what's in the cards. So thank you. You guys are all helping me to like put things together. And I feel like my intuition is growing because of it. Oh, he's having a hard time. Oh my God, that's cute. These little kids. Here's the journey. He's amassing his stuff. And it's all coming into fruition. And we've got just a second. There we go, the page. So he looks decently young. I think if they just soften those features. That's a good night. Oh, I like the little wings. That's cute. Oh, I love her. Oh, look. It's like mermaid children. Right, she's cups, of course. Oh, he's not bad. Very cool. I like this deck. This deck is going to stay for sure. So, we get a shuffle, don't we? Yes, a little slip. That's perfect. Okay. It's the scary part I don't like. I try not to get any of my cards upside down too fast. Okay, wish me luck. Yes. Oops. Oops. Don't mind my little cutting board back here. And there we go. So that is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I really like this deck, even though, like, there's just something more welcoming about the art to me than the last review we did together with the Golden Universal. Maybe it's all the other work that they put into the flowers. It is a very white, cisgendered, heteronormative deck. But I don't know, there's just something a little different about it that hits me in the right way that I want to keep it. I try to keep my collection somewhat maintained because I want to actively work with the decks that I decide to keep. And like I did buy maybe a few too many decks, like in my excitement to learn all this, and nothing cheers me up more than like opening a new book, a brand new book, and smelling it, or just the smell of new paper. Just love it. And yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So that is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and Julia Massaglia is the artist. And yeah, I really like this deck. Okay, so thank you for hanging out with me on this wonderful Tuesday. My husband told me that he got me a deck for our anniversary, so I'm super excited to receive it and share it with you guys, and just tickled that he loves me enough to put up with my interests. Okay, so I've been your local art witch. I hope you come back again soon. I apologize if the crickets were super loud. I did not realize how loud they were in some of my recordings until I was fixing some of my sound. Yeah, so thanks again, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.